Yo, what's up? I am looking for some weed, and I found it. I found so much weed. It's in a nondescript spot. Let me show you. It's between Phillips Highway and St. Augustine Road. It's obviously illegal to transport. It's very noxious, and it is abundant everywhere here. And I would kill for this weed. The reason why is because take a look. This is all invasive weed. It is everywhere in this pond and it needs to be killed. This is the first time Duval County has ever seen this invasive giant salvinia. Salvinia is on high alert for Duval County because if this gets in the St. Johns River, it can clog up the river, cause fish kills by absorbing the oxygen, and it can be a major problem by eradicating indigenous plant species. How does it get in the St. Johns River from this little pond? See this drain? This goes out to Rice Creek. Rice Creek flows into the St. Johns River. And the problem is, how do we eradicate something like this once it gets in the river? In fact, let's get down here because I found some pieces. If this gets chopped up by boat props or gets broken up by the wind, it will rapidly multiply. How do we know this is the bad salvinia? Because it looks similar to another piece. Well, if you look at the back very closely, there's almost like these little filaments. They look like egg beaters. That's one way to tell. They're very small. They're only about a ½ inch when they're young, and they're pretty flat. But as they get older, they start to get kind of crumpled up like lettuce. And they can form these mats which block sunlight. And workers from the city of Jacksonville were at this pond and they said, this is unusual, haven't seen this. They reported it to the FWC. The FWC then related it to the Army Corps of Engineers here in Jacksonville. And out of the entire state of Florida over the decades, there have only been like 5 reports of it. And this is the first one in Northeast St. Johns County, or Duval County, and it's right here in this pond. And I found the weed. So how do we kill it? You can use herbicides, you can use biological controls like weevils. So you gotta put all these bugs in here. The best way is to get it now before it gets into the river. And with drains like this, heavy rains, that's how it could get into the river. If you see weeds like these, the giant salvinia, you need to report it. And if you go to newsforjocks.com, I wrote a story on how to report it, all the links and information you need, including better pictures than this, which is hard to see and it's sliming me. But yeah, just go to newsforjocks.com. I gotta go wash my hands and kill some weed.